Alright guys, let me show you how I debug my Flamewire Subnet 97 node. As a complete beginner, I do not have extensive Linux or debugging skills. When I had filmed this video around September, I had actually uninstalled my compiled node just to show the viewers the interface, and right now I'm not synced with the bittensor chain. I'm not registered anymore. I have a bunch of problems with my node that I need to debug, so hopefully when you face these kinds of problems as a miner on this subnet, you're going to have a better grasp on how to handle them. All right, so if you haven't logged in into your VPS for a long time, just type this and then this right here, upgrade yes. So you're upgrading a lot of security stuff and packages, for your operating system. Now clean up old and unused packages. So write this command right here. Check if anything still needs updating. So -- upgradable. Everything seems good. And actually type reboot right here to restart your VPS instance from your local machine. So now you're logged out, you would need to SSH again. All right, so let me quickly show you what we're working with. So right now I'm trying to understand is my subtensor node, which is the actual archive node, on the main chain, fully compiled? Is it ready? Do we have some kind of synced data? Let's see right here with some basic commands. So go to your Flamewire directory, so cd. So guys, go to your actual Flamewire directory, so cd miners Flamewire. And guys, don't be a noob like me. Do not use capital letters. It's just annoying because this is, caps lock sensitive. So now I'm in the right directory, write ls. So as you can see, we have, this is probably right here, the node, which is the subtensor node. It is there, so I'm trying to see if it's operational and properly working. And to check your storage data, just write df-h. And as you can see right here, underneath this section right here, and right here, as you can see, we have 3.3 terabytes of free data, and we used up 1.9 terabytes, of space, which is 62% of the disk space. This is back in September when I had synced the node completely. So I'm trying to see what is going on with that and, see if I can resync my node properly. So now let's check where our actual data is synced, because I have a feeling most of my data is stored right here, and the 8% that it displays right here is because previously when I had synced the chain in the month of September, I had placed the data right here. So I think it's reading this file right here. So let's see. So the base path says in var lib subtensor and sync full. Okay, I'm not really understanding what's going on. So let's just run another health check status to see if my node is actually running. Okay, so it says running. This is the JQ format right here. So everything seems fine. The base path is not correct right here. It's var lib subtensor, but the large files are right here. So we need to maybe kill the node. So we may need to kill the process of this subtensor node and just actually run the sync commands to see if we can get 80 or 90%, and then restart it from the right path. All right, so once you know that your node is actually communicating with other peers, even if you're not registered, we need to understand what we're actually doing. So download this package right here. This is something that is going to format, whatever the node outputs you in an easier readable format. So download this. I already have it, so I'm not going to do it. And then to know if you're actually synced with the current blockchain as a full archive node, just run this whole command right here. So guys, I'm not some kind of genius to know these things. I just ask what I need for ChatGPT and it outputs me the proper things. Look, the proof is here. He can literally output you in one prompt everything that you need. So just press enter. Damn, and this is actually heartbreaking. It says that I'm synced at 8% of the chain. So this is really bad because I had synced the whole chain for 3 weeks. Maybe we're not checking in the right folder or something, but I do have 1.9 terabytes of data. This is simply impossible. It's much more than 8% synced. Because if we check with this command right here, I have 1.9 terabytes of data that has been synced. I'm pretty sure this is not 8%. Something's up, so we'll get to the bottom of this. Let's try to also check the disk usage in this path file right here to see if there's 1.9 terabytes. So 70 gigs only. You see, it's not in var lib subtensor. It's probably somewhere here. So as you can see, I'm directly guiding ChatGPT and saying him that the 8% synced represents only 70 gigs, but I do have a path file with almost 2 terabytes of storage. So he gave me this command right here. Let's run it to see which file is actually huge. And as you can see, it's stored right here. So we probably have to run, the sync command, with this file right here to see my sync percentage. And now let's run the proper sync progress command with the proper file to see, at what percentage I am since September. Very weird. It still says 9%. I'm looking something close to 80 or 90%. So let's see where the issue is. So I'm decentralizing the chain for free because I'm not registered as a miner, but you have the Finny chain right here. And according to ChatGPT, all of this says that I'm processing blocks and I'm still syncing the chain, which is actually amazing. I don't need to wait to resync it again. And the little SSL note right here says that, the node subtensor is running as a system in the background. So that's how you know everything is still syncing. And then you can run something like this. This you can just, ask ChatGPT, it's going to output it for you. Let's see what it outputs. So according to this command right here that asks for the system health in a JSON file, it looks pretty good. I'm communicating with 40 peers, and true, this sounds good as well. I'm not even sure what this means, but it seems good according to ChatGPT. Let's now run this command right here to see the block height. So right here we have the block height in hexadecimal formatting. So let's just copy that. So take this number right here and just run, this echo command right here to get the actual block number. And this is our actual block number that we're at right now. So I don't know if this is the latest block. We'll see. So as you can see, if you run this command right here, bittensor actually has a default base path on how to start your node, which is what is wrong with me right now. I previously stored my node data in another base path because I didn't have enough storage in this base path right here. So we need to kill the node like I just said and restart it properly. So live example of the prompts I asked ChatGPT, you kind of need to have a basic understanding of where you are, what you're doing, and just handling folders and directories. So how do I know if my node is running in a system? What's the difference between a system CL and a tmux? Because I know what these things are, but I'm not even sure what's the difference. All right, so let's kill the process and restart it from the right path because we need to reset the proper ports within the right directory to show us the proper sync percentage. And I also have 1.9 terabytes showing on data and data subtensor. So I just want to make sure. So I just don't sync the chain, with redundancy and doubling stuff, but I did, configure my RAID images. So that's fine. Remain in plain English and answer all my questions. So these are the types of prompts as a beginner that I use to actually debug my node. I don't do the work myself. I understand that LLMs exist for a reason. So why would I overheat my brain to write stuff line by line or just read books or things of that nature? All right, so now let's do everything. So copy that command right here and just stop the node. So now it's supposed to be stopped. Let's confirm if it's stopped. Inactive, perfect. All right, so step number 2, we're making a backup file of the systemctl in case something goes wrong. So boom, enter. So then we need to update our node to run from this base path right here where all my data is. So copy that. I think it was already stopped. I don't know why we're running it again, but whatever, it doesn't hurt. Replace the wrong base path with the correct one. So copy that. So now we're gonna replace it with this one right here. So I think that's good. Reload the system so it sees the new file. So we just reloaded the systemctl. And now we're restarting the node with the right base path. Should work. Checking if it's active. All right, so it's running. And you see the base path right here, data subtensor, and which is located right here. So the sync percentage should be better right now. And step E, verify health and sync. So we'll see what's going on with the JQ format. So running, perfect. Base path right here. And then the final command to see the sync progress. Let's cross our fingers to see if we're going to see more than 9%. And boom, we see 100% right here within the right correct file. So you can see that the bittensor chain is actually 1.9 terabytes large at the moment. So that's pretty cool. So right now as a miner, I just need to run the basic btcli commands to register on the subnet, start my miner and just optimize it. So for you to register on the subnet, once you're 100% synced, just run this command. I'm not gonna run it because I'm not ready. And then don't forget to run this command as well after you're regged and you see yourself on the metagraph. This is like starting your miner. You're gonna get maybe 4 or 5 prompts. Just follow through and you're gonna be on your way to mining again. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This was a live debugging example as a complete beginner. As you can see, I only use LLMs. I'm not some kind of coder or technical specialist or Linux specialist, whatever. You just need to focus up and just register your miners properly, and you're going to be up and running and mining in no time.